the breaking news that we are following right now. Police surrounding several townhomes in northwest Atlanta.
Atlanta News First Blake Devine is live with the First Alert breaking news tracker. And Blake, you've been talking with neighbors.
Don and Joy, we're in the Center Hill neighborhood of northwest Atlanta. This is where neighbors were woken up by the sounds of gunshots hitting their home. This is why police are currently investigating. Two Atlanta police patrol cars parked outside. Those are two of the three townhomes which were hit. That white Range Rover, actually, the glass is shattered from the gunshots. All of this, neighbors told me, happened around 3 a.m. as three different homes were hit. And luckily, no one was significantly injured, although a 12-year-old girl who lives in one of those homes, she sustained a small injury on her arm from the shattered glass. Neighbors obviously shaken in disbelief that this happened, as they're quite confused why someone would want to shoot up their house in the middle of the night. They do tell me they passed along security camera footage to police, or as officers are currently wrapping up their investigation as they were canvassing the entire area around this cul-de-sac this morning. Reporting live in northwest Atlanta, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.